a brand new week, and of course the mamas are here to talk parenting. Diane Miles, hello, and Sarah Lindsay is here, and Grace Markley. Always good to have you ladies because it has been a week. My goodness, is everybody else feeling that way?
Oh.
Well, last week anyway was a week, and so I'm hoping for better things this week.
Yeah.
All right, here's what we're going to talk about today. When your kiddos have that friend that you know is bad news, how do you guys deal with it? I'll share my story because it happened with my older girl a few years back, and I knew from the beginning, oh, this kid's going to be drama. But I'll talk about that in a bit. I want you guys to share, have you gone through that? Sarah, I'll start with you.
Well, unfortunately, the kid that's bad news, I think, is hilarious. He cracks me up. And so, like, I also don't want to get him in trouble.
Well, no, of course not.
But, like, he teaches them all the worst things.
Really?
Words about sexual things. And they're like, yeah, so I don't know. I love the kid, and it's their best friend, so I don't really, do you know what I mean? I don't want to get him in trouble.
Well,
so
he's
like,
in trouble now.
I just, oops.
Well, are you friends with the mom by any chance?
I am. I like her a lot.
You have like a good enough relationship
I mentioned something the other week, and about like, oh, you know, like, do they ever, like, repeating something, and she's like, oh, my kid doesn't know anything about that. And so one of those. So I'm just gonna ride this out. And I just kind of course correct after he leaves.
Okay.
Say, okay, we're not gonna do that, and we're not gonna say that, and yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my, can I ask you like what kind of stuff?
Oh, it's. I mean, I shouldn't say. It's like sexual acts.
That bad.
Oh.
What age are we talking about?
10.
Yeah, that's
elementary.
that feels uncomfortable.
And have a conversation with his mom. I mean, she knows now.
Yeah.
So
Especially if she.
I don't think she watches the show.
you never know.
You'd be
You never
surprised.
know.
I got stopped at Safeway the other day, and I'm like, oh my God, I am not dressed right now.
Okay.
But yes, people watch.
Yeah. They
well,
do.
But either way, she's your friend, so it's all
Yeah,
good. And she
I get-
doesn't know.
No.
So this is a good thing.
Ooh.
Okay. Diane, your kids are older, but
My
do you
kids
remember?
are older. I do remember. My daughter, she has a really good, like, she's very discerning. So she's really good at identifying whether a friend is
She's
right
got a
or
good-
not.
good intuition.
Yeah, so it hasn't been that rough. She had a boyfriend, and he didn't know what he wanted to do with his life. I don't think he had like a real plan, college, like, and she was like, I'm gonna break up with him. And it was like during the holidays, and I was like, well, maybe wait until after the holidays.
Yeah.
Like sad, you know? She broke up with him the next day. And so she's always been solid, but she had this one friend in elementary school, and they were on social media, but me and their dad, we were on it too.
Oh, okay.
Watching your stuff all day, every day.
Yeah, that's smart.
And so she had this friend that was cussing and on Tier's social media, and I was like, oh, no, 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 no. So I texted her while she was at school, and she was like, why are you crazy? And I was like,
Oh.
and
See, yeah, because sometimes
about
you have to.
Yeah. And so we went ahead and left that friend where she was at. But I was like, that's not who you want in your life. And social media is here to stay. You better be careful.
And I find it too that some kids, they do other things when they're outside the home that
sure.
some parents may not necessarily know. What about
Absolutely.
you, Grace, with your kiddos,
Yeah.
and they're also a little bit older, college and high school?
So I would say a couple of things. There's always kind of one of those kids in each phase of their lives, right? And our kids are so sensitive that I think they know when we don't approve of a friend.
Oh, they know.
They know, and you don't want to push them into hiding, right? So it's like this balance of being accepting of said friend who may be a bad influence.
Yeah.
And also just trying to make sure that, my kid trusts their instincts.
Yeah.
But they are really sensitive, and they can tell when you don't approve, and it can backfire on you if you do say something about it. During the pandemic, all these kids were running around a bit feral, I would say.
Yeah.
Things were, it was a new time, and there were things happening, whether people were dressing a certain way or acting out on school property, staying out late, getting caught. Oh yeah, these
what
things were
pandemic
happening.
was this?
Yeah. So we had to sort of balance during that time how much we were going to trust her with this new group of friends.
Yeah.
And how much we were going to put the foot down on some certain things. So it's tough.
Isn't it cool though when you say, I'm gonna have to just trust in my kid. I'm just gonna have to and just see what happens. And then they pull through and they end up realizing that mama was right.
Yeah.
Right?
No, and
that's
like-
such a cool feeling too though.
Yeah. To Sarah's point, I had a, my daughter had a friend. I got close with the mom, and she used to be like, "Yeah, I don't allow, my daughter to do any of that." Meanwhile, I'm like, "But your daughter does all of that." Like, what?
I know. I was like,
And you're like, "Do you tell the mom?" And I told my daughter, I was like, "You probably should tell your friend to tell her mom so that her mom
That's
can
why I'm
help her
saying.
navigate life."
Some kiddos do other things when they're outside the home.
Yeah.
What about?
Well, my daughter,
Yeah.
it was those middle school years that I think are really tough because they're trying to figure out who they are, and then you've got mean girls, and so this particular friend, they were really close. I knew from the get-go, oh, drama. This is going to not end well, and I told her, and she, of course, didn't take it well. Mom, you're so judgmental. You don't know anything and whatever. You're just being, and I'm going, okay. That's when I had to say, I'm going to trust in her and let her figure it out. Sure enough, a few weeks later, I could tell my daughter was just down and down and down. And I'm like, it has to do with your friend, right? She said, yeah, she just started being this and that. And it was really affecting her life.
Yeah.
But as a parent, right? When there is one particular friend that doesn't necessarily have good intentions all the time.
Yeah.
But she learned. She did learn from that.
Yeah, it's a sticky situation.
It
For
is.
sure.
You know what though?
Okay.
My daughter flipped the script on me. When I have a friend that's not good, Tara be like, and I'm not talking to them either.
I get that.
Yep.
Yeah.
The kiddos are opinionated too nowadays, but that is for another day. Ladies, thank you so much for being with us today. It was so good to hash out the frenemies, right? Because that's what they call them nowadays. But listen, if you guys have any questions for the Mama Panel, you can join the conversation by sending us an email to mycoco@9news.com. We would love to hear from you. Were you a mean girl when you were